Greetings and salutations, friends. I am New Mithrander, and today we're picking up here at the Recluse's River downstream Grace, because I realized that in my haste to get through the abyssal forest, there were a few things here that I wound up bypassing, including this little jaunt leading way down to this riverbed, where there seems to be an item waiting. Oh, too far, but not, lethally too far. Looks like there's another layer we can drop to. But let's stay here for the moment and explore back toward the other higher waterfall. What do you have? Oh, glass shard. Yeah, you little bugger things. Could annoy me a great deal. You could do. If I were trying to open the map right then yeah, you would have annoyed me a lot. But, as it happens, I wasn't interested in the map at the moment. Oh. Slimes. Round rocks. Another item hidden under the waterfall. Oh! Oh, the dry leaf set. Just sitting here. Huh. Yep. Little bastard, I got so caught up in the surprise that I forgot you were even there. Okay, you're gonna... Nope, fall to your death. Fine by me. So, the dry leaf robe. Sun-faded and lightly soiled travel attire worn by clergymen. The gold necklace found under the breast belongs to a group of spiritual seekers known as the Dry Leaf Sect. This sect rejects dependence on others in all matters of faith, seeking self-discipline and self-sufficiency above all else. It doesn't quite work with the black knife hood. Nope, not that either. Don't worry, I won't be messing about with this for too long. Not a bad... color's a little off with the hood. I'll leave that be for now. And I'm thinking I'll pair it. Yeah, that works more or less. We'll go about with this for a little while. I was worried that I would have to kill Dryleaf Dane in order to actually get this armor set. So quite glad that that was not forced upon me. Although there's still time for it. Now what do we have here? Oh, it's another mausoleum, isn't it? So we're in for another boss fight, aren't we? Eastern, yep, nameless mausoleum. Ooh, bit of a bigger one this time. Wonder what we're in for. Another 1v1 fight. Rakshasa. Okay, not too much health. Oh! That's the fancy new extra long katana. Sephiroth style sword. Well, technically, we already had that with the Nagakiba. Okay. So I can in fact stagger him. So I don't really need to worry too much with this fight. It's not like the damn horned warriors, who are ridiculously hard to stagger, to the point where you may as well not even try staggering them. You can literally kill them before you actually manage to stagger them. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of damage with a thrust. Also, I don't know, I never thought of katanas as thrusting swords. It's actually something I found mildly annoying in the design decisions. Because you have straight swords, which most of them can thrust, but then you have the greatsword category, and despite the fact that most of those are European-style swords, dual-edged and usually with a sharp point, virtually none of them are allowed to actually thrust. Virtually all of them have two-handed swing-style heavy attacks, which always annoyed me because they're designed to thrust, too. Oh, you knocked me out of it. Okay, the range. Looks like I'm gonna have to be a little more careful with this guy tonight. Okay, can you just do that infinitely? Are you trying to go for a backstab? Okay. The infinite roll, the infinite swinging annoyed me a lot. As is your attempt to go for a backstab annoying me now. I have enough time. Okay. So you just killed me through the weapon art. I think I'm going to have to get rid of Dryleaf Dane's outfit already. Put on some physical defense, because he's killing me in 2 hits. And I can't summon for this either. Okay. Yeah, I can't stagger him with the twin swords. I don't dare use Sword of Night and Flame, because I might catch him out with the fire, but it would be too long a delay. Let's try Fire Knight Greatsword, see how that handles this. And let's swap over. Heavier armor would be helpful. Oh, the Armor of Solitude actually has identical physical defense with Radahn's armor. Radahn actually gets beaten out by, the bloody Solitude armor. Ooh, let's swap things around so I can actually roll with all this on. And hopefully look good while doing it. Where are ya? Ah, there's the Ronin. And in fact, we'll need to swap out our talismans too, since we're not going to be stancing our way through any of this. Yeah. We'll give this a try. We'll see if I can stagger him with an Ultra Great. The Fire Knight's greatsword has served relatively well. But we'll see. I'm thinking he might just... Oh no, that's working. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can't even take 2 hits from him. Ooh, I had just enough stamina for that. That is a deadly bloody move if it hits. Gotcha. And I can get a full 3 hits in if I land that. Ooh, caught you. Long delay. But to be fair, that's a delay that I can put on too. Come on. Oh, you got away, okay. Ooh, you went over my head. Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked it. Rakshasa's Great Katana. And the Rakshasa armor. Been finding a lot of stuff like that lately. So, let's have a gander. Order acquisition. Helm of Rakshasa, soaked in the spurting blood of her victims. Tatters of ragged cloth jut out haphazardly, as if her lust for carnage threatens to break free. Increases damage dealt to foes, but greatly increases damage taken by the wearer. Cut down and devour. Only those who repeat the cycle without rest can truly subvert the self and become Rakshasa. Huh. It kinda shrinks the head again. Not a fan of the look. Not to mention, just the fact that, you already take way too much bloody damage in this bloody DLC. You don't need to be taking more. Oh, all of the armor pieces increase damage, both taken and received. Oh, it does kind of smush the ribcage in. So these are these are mausoleums. But they don't seem to act the same way as the walking mausoleums, where you could actually duplicate a remembrance. I wonder, are the fire golems, are those ones actually where you need to go if you want to duplicate things? I wouldn't know, because I have yet to kill one of those bastard things. Okay. I think now that we've dealt with that, we'll go to a lighter armor. Yeah, we'll go like this for a bit. Didn't actually use the Godfrey icon, oh well. Okay. So, found another mausoleum. Oh, and that does remind me. We do have a new katana. Rakshasa's Great Katana. A great katana with the tempering pattern of its blade forever stained red with blood. Weapon of Rakshasa who cuts down and devours. A berserker's weapon used to endure enemy attacks and reply with one's full fury. When attacking, the wielder is less likely to stagger from counterattacks, but will also take increased damage. Oh, that's, mighty unpleasant of you, honestly. So that would explain why she was ignoring my attempts to stagger her. It wasn't just that her armor rating and poise was that high. It was the fact that she literally had a means by which to ignore my attack. Livingstone 8. Again, somber is nice and all. But, again, far less useful simply because I can now get an infinite number of those just by buying them. On second thought, we'll swap to Moog's robe. Again, hated Moog himself. Glad we got to kill him. And I feel absolutely no sympathy when Ansbach laments the fact that his lord is being used unjustly in the whole resurrection of Radahn business. I don't care about bloody Moog in that, not in the slightest. Radahn, though, he concerns me somewhat. Because I don't specifically recall ever hearing that Radahn was a particular asshole to anybody. Again, part of it is that I don't rightly know why precisely Radahn and Malenia were fighting. Obviously it happened during the Shattering. But were they fighting simply to claim the Elden Ring and the title of Elden Lord? Or were there other reasons why they did battle in Caelid? No matter how you slice it, Malenia comes across as the worst of the two, considering that she literally defiled the entirety of Caelid. I find it rather difficult to see a bright side to what she did in Caelid. Is that another golden hippo? Yeah, that's another golden hippo. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be surprised there's more than one. There's the golden lion, no, the lion dancer, rather. There was more than one of him, too. Still, though, I don't like the odds of how this is going to go for me. Oh, but I can summon, so I think I'll do just that. We'll summon... Yeah, because I'm already running a bit low on resources here. It's a smaller one. Well... Oops, Scattertree Fragment, so he was worth killing. Alright. Yeah, I was expecting that to be way worse. But, that's about how far away he turned out to be. That's about how far away he was. I couldn't get a good grip on the scale of him. And so I assumed he was going to be like the absolute monster we dealt with in the front gate of the Shadow Keep. The bloody watchdog that Mesmer had guarding his front door. Looking at us, the prospect of a second one. I think I'm going to swap to something else to deal with him. So he uses holy damage, so perhaps magic and fire might work better. I usually use Mesmer's Spear as a backup piece. Specifically so that I can use it as a long-distance throwing weapon. I would like to use the Great Katana, but we haven't built it yet. Haven't had the chance to yet. We'll use the Twin Blades. And I'll throw on Mesmer as a bonus. Let's have a gander and see what this does. Not much. Oh. Okay, made a mistake and actually punched him instead of doing anything actually useful. Okay. I'm just getting silly now. Got put on the back foot. Didn't recover. Not enough damage for the price I had to pay for that. A little too far away. gotcha. Again. Another Scadutree fragments are definitely worth hunting these guys. Smithing stone 1 times 6. Okay. So far, the only thing of real interest was Rakshasa. Rakshasa and finding Dryleaf Dane's attire. Apart from those, so far haven't got much of anything done. Still, Scadutree fragments off of the golden hippos are still valuable, most certainly. Something's trying to kill me again. The music has changed. The wild boars. Yes, they will have a go at killing you if you sit there long enough and let them. But not all that valuable. Little point in actually fighting those things. You might get some beast bone off them, but not much more. Right, and now we have another path leading downwards. Wonder how far down this will take us. If we're not careful, we will fall to our deaths here. Okay. I was a little skeptical about that last one. Okay, made it down to... Oh! Ambush is where we made it to. Hold on, is this... Yeah, we've been here already. Yeah, this was another way that we could have gotten down here. I kind of figured that, but... Poisoned, eh? Well, as it happens, I won't be here much longer anyway. Caught me, did it? Okay, so that's as far as we go down this way. Now, there was another side path, but from the Recluse downstream Grace. One that was absolutely chock full of the damn fly people. Again, I initially thought nothing of them. I thought they were creepy little things. Ugly little things that vomited maggots at you, so I was never fond of them, but then they grappled me half to death. 6 of them just constantly kept grabbing me and grabbing me and grabbing me again. And they just chain stunned me until I was almost dead. And that changed my disinterest from them into outright hatred of them. So that now, if I see one, it makes me angry. My first thought now, whenever I see one, is kill it before it grabs you and makes you waste a flask or a tree heal. Because it will grab you if it can, and if it does, it will waste resources. Because the enemy itself will be dead in a handful of hits. Thought there was something. I thought I heard an enemy. And yeah, down there, you can see the mausoleum from here. So I dare say it was worthwhile coming back this way. If only for getting the Dryleaf and Rakshasa pieces. Oh, it's the birds again. I thought those looked like oversized flymen. I am pleasantly surprised. Hello, bird. Yeah, when dealing with the small fry, the twin swords work just fine. Even some of the bigger ones can be staggered by the flame R2. It looks like I'll be able to jump back up from it, but I don't like the possibility that it won't be jumpable. And so I will move with caution. Now see, that's a reasonable amount of damage. Certainly a noticeable amount, and after a couple of pokes, I would be in trouble. So that level of damage is entirely reasonable. Especially for an attack that comes out so quickly. Whereas some of the absolute bullshit some of the bosses can do, like Mesmer being able to one-shot you from full health with his grab attack. Oh, Dryleaf Seal. Yeah, after dealing with all of the madness-induced goats, yeah, I'm kind of put off on goats now. Suddenly getting half a full frenzy meter from one of those things mewling at me kinda put me off, you know? Boosts Miquella's incantations. Why Miquella specifically? Sacred Seal of the spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf Sect. Enhances incantations of Miquella. Those who saw the decline of the Erd Tree and the fallen leaves long ago braced themselves for the weakening of order and embraced a strict faith. And then they made to serve a new god. You see, that's why the Dryleaf Sect were clergymen. And they are specifically clergymen of Miquella. Though it is amusing that they are still essentially worshipping Marika. After all, Miquella is her son. Oh, I'm getting damaged by the... Okay. Hmm. Alright, looks like that's about everything. Hmm. Yep, I also don't know. So you have Count Ymir and Jolan, his protector. I don't know where the sacred ruin he spoke of is. As I can't make heads or tails of this. I see a bunch of squiggly lines on a page. It's too small for me to actually see. Indicates the location of a hallowed ruin. It doesn't. Because I can't actually see what the hell it's supposed to be. The closest I could get would be this, maybe? The Unte ruins? But then there's the bit about the hanging bell. Blow the whistle to activate a hanging bell. And I don't know where the hanging bell is supposed to be. Which makes me think that I haven't found the ruin yet. Especially since the key item, the whistle... Well, it didn't do anything when I passed through the ruins down here. So are these hallowed ruins? Or are they not? Here we have a Wicker Man, a golem. Can't help but notice that it has red hair on it. A bit reminiscent of the giants again. It occurs to me... Okay, there's a golem over there. And a golem here. This one, however, is inactive. But it seems... Yeah, it seems like the golem that is inactive is kind of acting as a block of some sort. I can't get into the ruin because he is blocking up the entrance to it. Now it's further occurred to me. I got some hefty pots. Some new ones for entering here. Entering the DLC, that is. And it almost looks like you can lob stuff into the head. The heads of these creatures. But perhaps I just haven't found a recipe yet, because none of these... Crackpot, ritual pot... Hefty cracked pot. Oh, these use... Okay, those are definitely items I've been picking up here. In Shadow World. So perhaps this is what I'm looking for? I guess we'll find out in a moment, won't we? Nope. Too far. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't make any fire pots for this, so maybe... Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to find some way to make those. So, the bridge leading to Ensis. I don't think I've actually explored the river that it covers. Yeah, I don't know where else to go, so... we'll go here and explore the bed of the river in front of Ensis. I also still don't know what I need to give to that pest that was lying out behind the Church of the Crusade. Many, many mysteries yet that are irking me more than a little. And we still have you. Yeah, I'll leave him be for now. I have 150,000 runes. Which would be flat out wasted if I got myself dead to going after him right now. Then we have some more mushrooms. Okay, so there's the bridge, and yeah, there is stuff down there. And a relatively easy path to get down to it. Ah, rain. Ah, there's even a grace here that I hadn't noticed. So I'm definitely gonna search the village up ahead. Might as well rest here since we did get nibbled on by a doggo a minute ago. Oh. Before we do that, let's have a gander and look what my current damage is, because I want to actually figure out how much this is changing my damage. So 1588, 1568 is my current damage. Physical 54. Ooh, 100 points extra attack. And about 3 points extra for defense. That's pretty insane. Who are you? Unfortunately, I don't believe you are human any longer. And yet you still suffer. No more flies. Wonderful. I guess this could have been my first encounter with you lot. But because of how I went about things, I've only just run into you. Or rather, I've only just come here, and so I ran into you in other places first. Lock on. I do appreciate that the swords have a bit of forward momentum on them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have caught that one. I really do hate the sound of these things. Looks like there's a hut at the top of the hill. Perhaps there'll be something of interest here. There are certainly more flies. And yeah, I really don't like the flies. I would rather burn them all than deal with them singularly. Not that it costs me much to do so. Ailment Talisman. Raises resistance to the last ailment suffered. The talisman depicting a soul taken by sickness. When certain ailments are triggered, this talisman grants resistance to the same ailment. When the weak were infected with the dreaded fly sickness, they perished well before the metamorphosis could take hold. Oddly, those who cared for the infected and made certain they were given a proper burial were never afflicted themselves. And we also have this, the Crimson Amber Medallion +3. The medallion with Crimson Amber inlaid boosts maximum HP by the utmost. The Erdtree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. These medallions, of the largest variety, were conferred to Godwyn's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. So a relic of Godwyn, then. I am kind of sad that we don't actually get to fight Godwyn. Either as himself, Godwyn the Golden, or as the Prince of Death. The monster that he became. And there it is. I hate you things. But you're not taking half my health anymore. So that Scadutree upgrade really helped. Where are you? I hear your little wings. No. No more of you, eh? Good. Okay. Looks like that's cleared out most of the village. Another larval tier. Again, if I weren't already level 300 some odd. To be precise, I'm level 340 right now. So I'm high enough already to use pretty much everything. So there's little point in reasserting stats, resetting them anymore. Burn down hovel. The furnace visage. 2 of them. And a great potentate's cookbook. I'd be willing to bet that those visages play an important factor in what that cookbook will teach me. And I'm also willing to bet that that cookbook that I just found is going to be useful in dealing with the golems, perhaps. Alas, that seems to be the end of this little jaunt. Because I don't seem to be able to go any further this way. Yeah, jumping off there would simply be suicide. So, as we've been rambling long enough, I think I'll call the episode here. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.